What up, YouTube? Hey, y'all already know what it is, man. It's True Grit Boxing News. Checking in with another video, man. Hey, as I always say, support the grind, man. Support the grind. Smash that like button. It's free, guys. It's free. Smash the like button. Subscribe to your boy. Turn your notification bell to all so that every time I drop, you will be the first to know. And here at True Grit Boxing News, where we bring you true grit boxing news on a daily basis from a true grit boxing news perspective, where my slogan is, we are boxing fans, not boxer fans. So let's jump right into it, man. Today we had the final press conference for Gervonta Tank Davis and Frank the Ghost Martin, taking place this Saturday, guys, June the 15th. It's going to be an electrifying night of boxing. I will definitely be tuned in, getting real lit, watching this fight as it unfolds and as it goes down. I'm sure some of y'all are going with Tank. Some of y'all going with Frank the Ghost Martin. Frank the Ghost Martin is a big underdog, guys. Big underdog. So if you got any faith that Frank the Ghost Martin is going to be able to pull out the dub, that's where your money should be, because that's where you're going to make the most bang for your buck, betting on Frank. If you think Tank is going to win, you just got to bet more to win more. Y'all already know how the odds and things work. So at the final presser that we had today, well, let's backtrack a little bit. Gervonta Tank Davis did not show up for the grand arrivals in Vegas for this event. He was on his Twitter saying that the promotion for the fight is trash, and he decided not to show up for the grand arrivals. Frank did, and Frank had a whole lot to say about this upcoming bout we have Saturday night. Today we had the final press conference, guys, and it was pretty electrifying. It was a lot of words being tossed back and forth from both sides. Both teams had very adverse things to say about one another. The trainers, as always, Derrick James being a very professional type trainer, type man, type stand-up type of guy. On Frank the Ghost Martin's side, he just stepped up. He said a few little words. He doesn't really give much discourse, but best to believe, he got Frank the Ghost Martin ready to go, as he's had all of his fighters ready to go. The Charlos, the Errol Spences, them all. Calvin Ford, he steps up to speak on Tank Davis's behalf, and he basically said the same thing that we've always heard Calvin Ford say, is we're waiting on someone to bring the best out of Gervonta Tank Davis. Calvin Ford feels like we have not seen the best of Gervonta Tank Davis. And we probably haven't, and who knows if we ever will, if there's going to be a fighter that's going to be able to push those buttons that Calvin wants someone to get in there and push. I really don't know what much more it might take, but maybe it's going to take a little bit more for us to see the best Tank Davis. And in response to a fighter pushing those buttons, Frank the Ghost Martin let it be known that, yeah, I plan on getting in there and pressing every button. He's letting it be known that I want the best Tank. I want him in there, so when I beat that man, when I beat Tank, there'll be no excuses. No excuses, because I did press all them buttons, and I did come out victorious, right? So that pretty much wraps up what the trainers had to say about the bout. We did get a glimpse of Errol the Truth Spence at this press conference. Errol the Truth Spence, if you don't know, he is a promoter for Frank the Ghost Martin. So this is a co-promoted event with GTD Promotions and Errol Spence's promotional company as well. So he got up there. I believe his promotional company is Man Down Promotions, I do believe. So he got up there, said a couple of words, and Tank was doing a lot of talking, guys. If you were able to see this press conference, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like Tank behind just talking while people was coming up to the mic. Errol's trying to talk on the mic. He's trying to talk. He tried to handshake with Errol, man. Errol walked right past his ass, guys. Like that was funny. That was funny, and Errol basically got up there and said that he believes in his fighter. People are already counting Frank the Ghost Martin out, and Frank the Ghost Martin is going to come in there well prepared and put on a show and steal the show and become the new WBA world champion at 135 pounds at lightweight. He did and said exactly what he's supposed to say, being a promoter. So we did get a glimpse to see Errol the Truth Spence ever since he took his loss last year to Terrence Bud Crawford. So it was good to be able to see the truth back up there, back on the podium, and speaking. So let's get on Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis at this particular press conference, to me, displayed a lot of nervous energy, guys. I feel like there was a lot of nervous energy being displayed by Gervonta Tank Davis. Not just the fact that he was doing a whole lot of talking, but just the fact that, he normally talks shit, but not to this level, to where every time they ask Frank a question, he's trying to side it. It's like Tank is trying to get what they would say a mental edge, like he's trying to get into Frank's head by doing all of that talking. And that talking means absolutely nothing. Like Frank kept saying, bro, we finna fight Saturday. Like, we are finna fight Saturday. So all this talking that you doing, bro, don't mean nothing. And I'm sure the whole team of Frank and them feel the same way that I feel right now after sitting here and watching what I watched. Tank looked nervous. That's just what I see. I could be wrong. But what I believe is going on, Tank knows that Frank Martin is going to be one of his toughest opponents. Now, hopefully that lives up to the bill of sale, right? Because sometimes we can say and feel like a fight is going to go one way and they get in the ring and it's completely, totally not what we thought it was going to be, right? That happens. That happened with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. Nobody expected Bud to come in there and dominate Errol the way that he did. Nobody in the world, even if they believed Bud was going to win, nobody thought it would go that way. Everybody was expecting it to be a dog type fight. It was going to be very entertaining, and that fight was pretty much one-sided, right? So leading up to a fight, you've always got to put that in the back of your mind that you can be gung-ho that this fighter is going to go in there and deliver the victory, and when the night comes, it just doesn't happen. I mean, look at what we just saw with Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? So we've been seeing some upsets, that has been taking place in the sport of boxing. Tyson Fury and Usyk. I'm sure a lot of people didn't expect Usyk to beat Tyson Fury the way that he did. You know what I'm saying? So on that night, anything can happen. This is boxing, guys. This is boxing. Anything can happen. But I believe Tank Davis is displaying nervous energy. Nervous energy. He was already on their glove off series, speaking on how he was nervous leading up to the Ryan Garcia's fight. That he was nervous. I believe he's nervous also. And all fighters, they're all human. I'm sure each and every fighter, when they're in that dressing room, when they get them hands wrapped, and it's almost time for them to walk out, I'm sure they all get butterflies in their stomach. That's just a natural feeling. It's an old saying from the Rocky movies, when Rocky was talking about fear and how fear is like a fire, right? And you got to use that fear. If you can't let it eat you up, you got to let that flame engulf inside of you and then you push it out onto your opponent. That's what you do with fear. All of us, anytime right before you get into a fight, there's some type of fear involved, right? But Tank is displaying like really nervous energy. Like he needs to feel like he got some type of edge mentally on Frank the Ghost Martin. Even leading up to the end of the press conference, right, when they did their final face-off. Tank was all in his face like he does anybody and everybody that he has a face-off with. I was expecting a push or something. He tried to jump at Frank. And Frank kind of bit and drew back, like he was going to throw something. You know what I'm saying? Tank is trying to do anything he possibly can to try to get in Frank's head. That's why I feel this is nervous energy being displayed. Because if you're a fighter that you are very confident in yourself, you're not going in there thinking, man, I need to try to get some type of edge on this dude. I'm going to go in there confident in what I'm going to do, confident in all the work I put in the gym. And Saturday night, I'm going to beat his ass. I ain't got to come in here and talk no shit. I ain't got to come in here and push him because I already know what I'm finna do to him. I feel like Tank is confident, but Tank doesn't know 100% that his plan is going to work. He's nervous. That's why he's trying to gain a mental edge, That's just my opinion. Comment down below. Let me know how you feel, because I feel Tank is displaying nervous energy. I mean, every time Frank tried to say something, Tank on the sideline looking over, talking. Frank come up to the podium. He trying to tap him to talk to him while he's trying to talk into the mic. Nervous energy, guys. Nervous energy. Hey, so we're going to see. June 15th, we got a couple of days, y'all. We got a couple of days, and it's going down. It's going down. It's going down. I'm looking forward to this fight. I'm definitely looking forward to this matchup. I will give my prediction later on this week, probably after the weigh-in on Friday. I'll give a prediction on how I think the fight is going to go, who I think is going to win, and just put my prediction out there, guys. So that's all I got for you here on True Grit Boxing News, man. Just covering the final press conference for Gervonta Tank Davis and Frank the Ghost Martin. Fight taking place June 15th, this Saturday, Father's Day weekend, Juneteenth weekend. Let's go, we lit. Let's go, we lit. So again, this is True Grit Boxing News signing out. Support the grind. Support the grind. Smash that like button. Subscribe to your boy. Turn your notification bell to all so that every time I drop, you'll be the first to know. And again, my slogan here at True Grit Boxing News is we are boxing fans, not boxer fans. Peace.